Hey class, today we're going to practice how to find the rate of change from a table and from a graph. So to find the rate of change, I want you to remember that you're going to find the change in the y and put it over, divided by the change in the x. So you're going to need to remember, need to remember this. Okay, so let's practice the table 1. So you can see at x is 5, at y is 2, at x is 10, at y is 3. So we're gonna find the difference between 2 and 3. So the difference between 2 and 3 will be 1, right? These numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 going up 1 unit, right? 3 through 4, 4 minus 3, you still got 1. So 1 is the change in y. For the change in x, 5, 10, 15, 20, it is 5 unit different. That's the change in x. So rate of change will be found that change in y is 1 and change in x is 5. So 1/5 will be your rate of change. This table will be a little bit different. As -2 is 5, as x is 0, y is 1. So to find a difference between 5 to 1 is decreasing 4 unit, right? 1 to -5 is also decreasing 4 unit, right? So I will do 1 minus 5. So if I have 1 minus 5, the bottom subtract to the top is -4. I need to do exactly the same. 0 minus 2 minus 2. We got what? 0 plus 2 is also 2. So this one decreased 4 and this one is going up 2 unit. So your rate of change will be change in y, which is -4, and change in x is +2. So rate of change will be -2. Now, I take the top, subtract to the bottom. The bottom, subtract to the top. What if I do the top, subtract to the bottom? Let's see what happened. Let's do 5 minus 1 instead. I got 4. Circle it. If I do the top, subtract to the bottom, -2 subtract to 0, I got -2. 4, now I have my rate of change is 4 over -2 is also -2. So either way, you can do the bottom, subtract to the top, but for the x, you need to do the same, the bottom, subtract to the top. And if you choose to do top, subtract to the bottom, for x, you need to do x, subtract to the bottom as well. Now, if I have a graph, my first step is to make a table. And the second step is I'm going to choose the ordered pair from the 2 points that is given. If they don't given 2 points, you're going to have to read the graph and choose 2 points. And then find the rate of change, which is change in y over change in x. Number 1. So they're giving you the graph, they don't give you the table, so you're going to make a table. So my first point right here, x is -1 and y is also -1. The left side is always negative. Okay? The right side is always positive that we do it. The top, Going up from the origin is positive, and going down right here will be all negative. Make sure you know how to read it. The second point I have is x is 2, and my y is negative 2. Alright, these may be a little bit confused because they have negative number on it. Pay attention when you subtract, okay, to find a change. You can do either way. The bottom subtract to the top, or the top subtract to the bottom. However, if you choose top to bottom, for the x, you need to do top to bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna do top to bottom. -1 is the first number, minus to the bottom number, -2. And I'm gonna do KAO. Keep, add, opposite, -1, add 2. Different side I subtract, keep the side of higher number, 1. So changing y will be 1. Okay, earlier I did top subtract to the bottom, so this one I'm going to do top subtract to the bottom as well. So I have top is -1, subtract to the bottom is 2, so it's just 2. -1 minus 2, I have -3. So rate of change will be 1, a change in y, over change in x is -3. So I have 1 over -3, or we can say -1/3. They're the same. Number 2, when they don't give you a table, we need to make a table. Okay, and we're gonna say what is the name of the point. So I choose this one first. You can choose the other one if you like to. Your x is -1. Make sure on the left side of the origin is negative. This is downside of the origin, so it's negative as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. That is my first point. This point right here, x is 0, y is -1. Changing y over changing x. If you do top subtract to the bottom, the other side you need to do top subtract to the bottom as well. Top is -4, subtract to the bottom is -1. I'm going to do KAO. Keep, add the opposite. So -4 plus 1 is -3. For changing y, changing x, -1 minus 0 is -1. So your rate of change will be changing y is -3, changing x is -1. Dorito man, negative divided by negative, and so it will be positive. So the rate of change is 3. Number year after our original purchase. So this is this graph telling me the resale value of refrigerators. So 3 year, 6 year, 9 year, and 12 years, the amount will be different. Okay, now they don't tell you what point you're gonna plot, so you're gonna choose. Okay, so I would choose this point and this point. If you like to choose this point, feel free to do it. You like this point, feel free to choose it. But you just need to pick 2. So the first point I have is what? X is 400. No, X is 0. Y is 400. The second point I pick is this point. X is 3. Y is 300. Okay, I'm gonna find the change. So again, if you want to do top, subtract to bottom, and the other side you need top, subtract to the bottom. So 400 subtract 300 is 100. 0 minus 3 will be negative 3. So my rate of change will be 100 over negative 3. Okay. Do I need to convert this one to a mixed number? For rate of change, we don't convert to mixed number. We don't have to. Okay. But do I need to simplify? For example, I have 4 over negative 2. Yes, I need to simplify. This is my final answer. Or you can write it at negative 100 over 3. Not a nice number, right? Number 4, temperature change. So they don't give you a table, so you're gonna make a table. So again, you can choose any point you like. I like to choose this point and this point. I don't choose this one because I know I don't know how much is this one. So I choose the one that I can see right away. So for this point, X is 0, Y is 60. For this point right here, X is 2, Y is 50. Okay. So 60 minus 50 is 10. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Make sure it's negative. So rate of change will be 10 over negative 2. So the answer will be negative 5. So it's decrease 5, 10, 5, decrease 5 every 1 hour. So, do you see there is a difference between 2 and 3? If the line going up, increasing, your rate of change is positive. And if you see the line going down, your answer will be negative. Do you see this line going down? The rate of change is negative. This rate going down, right? The answer is negative. So for number 3, you can see your answer will be negative. Your answer will be positive for number 4. That's how you can check your answer as well. I'm going to do 3 and 4, and then you're going to take care of the rest on your own, okay? To see number 3 is negative and number 4 is positive or not. Okay? All right. Number 3. This is the graph, so I'm going to make a table. They given me 2 points to choose, and I like it. So I like to choose this point. It's the first point, and is an x-axis, -1, -2, -3, -4. and it does not go up or down, it's 0. The second point right here, x is -2 and y is -1, -2, -3, -3. Okay, so this is your choice to do top subtract to bottom or bottom to top. So the other 4 example, I do top subtract to the bottom. I'm gonna do the opposite way. Let's do the bottom subtract to the top. So -3 minus 0 is -3 to the change in y. Change in x, make sure the bottom subtract to the top. -2 minus to -4. Keep, add, opposite. The answer is 2. So change in y is -3, change in x is 2. So this is the answer. Again, don't convert to the mixed number. Keep it like this. If you need to simplify, you simplified it. Okay? So again, like I say, if the line going down, your answer will be negative. Okay, let's check on number 4. Is the answer will be positive or not? So x, y. So I choose this one as my first point. My x is 0. My y status at -3 as it's going down 3 unit. This point right here is in the x-axis, so my number is 2. My y-axis does not go up or down, so it's 0. Change in y over change in x. So top subtract to bottom, bottom subtract to top, doesn't matter. Let's do bottom subtract to the top. 0 minus to -3. So 0 plus 3 is 3. If I do the bottom subtract to the top, I need to do exactly the same. 2 minus 0 is 2. So rate of change will be change in y, 3. Change in x is 2, so we have 3 over 2. So again, the line is going up, so your answer is positive. So we're gonna finish 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on your own.